Hello, you're watching QPVN News. I'm Anh Tuấn, and here's the headlines. General Secretary and President Tô Lâm meets overseas Vietnamese in Francophone countries. Vietnam attend first KACC. Hanoi pedestrian streets put on new look. On the occasion of his working trip to attend the 19th Francophone Summit and official visit to France on October the 5th local time in Paris, General Secretary and President Tô Lâm had a friendly conversation with outstanding overseas Vietnamese intellectuals in the Francophone countries. The top leader stressed that the overseas Vietnamese community is a valuable asset and an important resource of the country. He took the occasion to call on the overseas Vietnamese to continue promoting their roles in bridging the relations between Vietnam and Francophone countries to bring practical benefits to the nation. General Secretary and President Tô Lâm said he hopes that the intellectuals will continue bringing home advanced technologies. The overseas Vietnamese businessmen will take more Vietnamese goods to the world, while artists will make contributions to preserving and promoting the Vietnamese language in the Francophone space, helping bolster diversity in culture and language. On October the 5th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính, head of the State Steering Committee for Key Transport Projects, chaired a meeting of permanent government members and ministries sectors to discuss investment in the North-South High-Speed Railway project and the implementation of railway projects connecting with China. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính stressed that this railway must avoid large residential areas, be as straight and cost-saving as possible, and implement it in the fastest possible manner, so as to be put into use soon to serve national development. Prime Minister Chính requested ministries and sectors to propose mechanisms to mobilize and diversify resources, at the same time mobilize the strength of the people and businesses to serve the project. At the meeting, the railway projects connecting Vietnam with China, namely Lào Cai, Hanoi, Hải Phòng, Lạng Sơn, Hanoi, and Móng Cái, Hạ Long, Hải Phòng, were also discussed. At the invitation of the Ministry of the Cuban Revolutionary Armed Forces, Senior Lieutenant General Trịnh Văn Quyết, Chairman of the General Political Department of the Vietnam People's Army, led a high-ranking delegation of the Vietnam People's Army to pay an official visit to Cuba. The visit is of great significance in continuing to promote cooperation and exchange of experience in party and political work in the armed forces between the two militaries. Bilateral defense cooperation has been one of the pillars and models for promoting cooperation in other fields between both countries, based on the Defense Cooperation Development Agreement signed in 2011 and the Defense Cooperation Plan for the 2023-2025 period. Both sides have achieved important results, especially in the fields of delegation exchange, defense industry, military technology, air defense, air force, maps, and training. At the invitation of General Park An-soo, Chief of Staff of the Republic of Korea Army, from October the 2nd to the 6th, the Vietnam People's Army's delegation, led by Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa, Deputy Chief of the General Staff, attended the first Republic of Korea ASEAN Army Chiefs Conference, or KACC in short, and related activities. At his presentation themed ASEAN Republic of Korea Exchange on Defense Science and Technology Cooperation and Logistics Support, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa emphasized the need to promote defense science and technology research and maintain smooth logistics support to directly contribute to improving the overall strength and combat readiness of the military. On the sidelines of the KACC, Senior Lieutenant General Nguyễn Văn Nghĩa had bilateral meetings with General Park An-soo, Chief of Staff of the Republic of Korea Army. General Mao Sefan, Commander of the Royal Cambodian Army, Lieutenant General Roy Mabagos Galido, Commanding General of the Philippine Army, and other sideline meetings with heads of delegations of all countries attending the conference. The Vietnamese delegation attended the 4th Republic of Korea ASEAN Plus International Forum on Logistics and KACC 2024. At KACC 2024, the head of the Vietnamese delegation had a bilateral meeting with Lieutenant General Ueda Kazumasa, Deputy Chief of Staff of the Japan Ground Self-Defense Force. Over the past time, the implementation of the motto, "The quality of the school's training determines the unit's combat readiness," has created a comprehensive breakthrough in the military's education and training. Entering the 2024-2025 academic year, this principle continues to be embraced and elevated by military schools and academies, striving to yield further fruitful results and contributing to training highly skilled officers who can meet practical demands of military building in the new era. The classrooms in the skies are being mastered by cadets of Air Force Officer Training School from the ground. Using advanced flight simulation software, they familiarize themselves with the layout of military airfields and develop the mental toughness required to handle complex situations. Practicing at the simulation center with visual aids makes it easier for us to grasp what we've learned in class. During the 2023-2024 academic year, the Army Officer Training School No. 1 was tasked by the Ministry of National Defense to conduct a comprehensive command and staff one-side and two-level exercise with both tabletop and field contents, including a live division-level field drill. After a thorough assessment, the school quickly reviewed the results, sending instructors to various units for field experience. We've redefined our training outcomes and adjusted the curriculum to better align with the realities of combat, modern military development, weapon systems, and potential adversaries. At the Military Technical Academy, numerous officers and cadets are sent abroad each year for advanced training. These service people play a pivotal role in driving forward scientific research in specialized fields and inspiring others to strive for excellence. I push myself to keep improving in all areas. The Academy's facilities are top-notch, allowing us to stay at the cutting edge of global research trends. By continuously updating training content and methods, military schools are channeling knowledge from the classrooms to the front lines, ensuring that graduates are well prepared to master modern technology and weapon systems, fulfilling the demand for a highly skilled workforce in today's military. The Signal Corps is one of the military branches that is prioritized to advance straight to modernity in the process of modernizing the military and the strategy for developing and promoting the military signal system for the period 2021-2030 with a vision to 2045 is considered as the backbone of this process. The strategy is being firmly implemented by closely following the goal of each very specific keyword.
Trường Sa is not far away. That statement is also true in the field of military communications, when information waves have long surpassed the sea waves to transmit not only images and sounds, but also data to all islands, platforms, naval ships, and Coast Guard ships on duty in Vietnam's waters. It is a vivid testament to the modernity and multi-services supply to sea and islands. The situation in the air and at sea is calm. Technical equipment is operating smoothly. All of crew members are in good mentality. Simultaneously, communication work with border post as well as all mobile and fixed satellite information stations in the whole military has been carried out quickly. That is the effectiveness of the keyword flexibility and mobility during the process of modernizing the military communication system. The Signal Corps Staff Department has organized many training courses for the Signal Force of the whole military on information technology, data transmission systems, and newly deployed weapons and equipment systems. It helps officers, technicians, and workers of the Air Defense Air Force Service signal sector have a better understanding of communication work. No matter how long the journey is, it is created by each footstep. It is the successful implementation of the grand strategies thanks to the closely grasping each specific target. Quietly yet persistently, signal officers and soldiers are making efforts so that the Signal Corps advances with firm steps on the path towards modernization.
Coming up next, Hanoi pedestrian streets put on new look. Hue City strives to promote values of Áo Dài. A series of unique cultural activities are held in Hoàn Kiếm Lake and Hanoi Old Quarter area during the 2 weekends to celebrate the 70th anniversary of the Liberation Day of the capital city, attracting Hanoians, domestic and foreign tourists. Hoàn Kiếm Lake walking streets also put on a new look with extremely unique scenery. Along the pedestrian streets around Hoàn Kiếm Lake, the 5 gates of Hanoi were recreated. Along with that, the historical sites of Hanoi are also simulated meticulously and vividly. The pedestrian street is an ideal tourist destination and gathering place for all ages. The decoration and dissemination activities on the streets help arouse pride in the historical and cultural traditions of Thăng Long, Hanoi, with thousands of years of civilization and heroism. Many meaningful events and activities, photo exhibitions, were also held until October the 10th. As the birthplace of the Áo Dài, Thừa Thiên Huế province has actively preserved, nurtured and developed the traditional Vietnamese Áo Dài for hundreds of years. Most recently, the recognition of knowledge of tailoring and wearing Huế Áo Dài as a national intangible cultural heritage has affirmed the value of the precious heritage of a locality on a national scale, while creating a legal basis for Thừa Thiên Huế to promote the project Huế, the capital of Áo Dài, more effectively and practically.
Áo Dài is the unique cultural identity of the ancient capital of Huế. Many domestic and foreign tourists, when coming to Huế, choose Áo Dài on their journey to explore and experience the heritage here. Wearing Áo Dài while traveling in Huế, I can experience Vietnam's cultural tradition. It is a special experience for tourists to Huế City in particular and Vietnam in general. During the hundreds of years of formation and development of the Áo Dài, tailoring Áo Dài has also become a prominent profession in Huế. The Áo Dài is not simply a garment item, but a work of art embodying Hué's cultural values. Therefore, artisans and designers constantly strive to enhance the brand and position of Huế City's Áo Dài. We always keep in mind to preserve and promote the values of Hué's Áo Dài. As a designer, I will base on existing designs to create suitable shapes with a contemporary feel but still retaining traditional values so that today's young people can easily access and widely spread its images. As a pioneer in the revival of Vietnamese costumes, especially with the project Huế, capital of Áo Dài, Thừa Thiên Huế has gradually brought Áo Dài into daily life, as well as affirmed the unique value and brand of Huế Áo Dài. This is also a typical product for Huế to develop its cultural industry. This has created a solid foundation for the development of Áo Dài. Áo Dài tailoring has also become a cultural industry, and the entire workforce of artisans, researchers, and designers have the opportunity to grow. The development of tailoring and wearing Huế Áo Dài, recognized as national intangible cultural heritage, has opened up many opportunities for Huế to preserve and promote the value of Áo Dài in daily life, contributing to promoting Vietnamese and Huế culture through the image of Huế Áo Dài.
This is the end of the QPVN News today. Remember to watch our news again at qpvn.vn. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.